Hello, gamers, and welcome to another episode of Express Lane, the show that brings you speedruns in 60 minutes or less. I'm your host, Oscar424, with occasional guest appearances from my co-hosts, Galahad and Freya, who are behaving unlike 5 minutes ago when they were barking a lot, but they are super excited because we are doing a 2-episode special of super cool platforms. So you only get the first half of this 2-part special because that's how 2-episode specials work. Math is hard, okay? But looking at this absolute banger set of runs today, we've got a super cool 4-pack. Ending the night with Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. We have a Celeste Bingo. We have the Neva Prologue. And to start things off is DuckTales 2 All Treasures with the absolute wonderful Dijon Ketchup. So hello, friend. How are you today?
Hello, I am doing great. So, yes, this is DuckTales 2. One of those games that, for many, falls into the category of, that had a sequel? Late-era NES game. Came out in '93. And it's pretty rare, which is why I'm running this via the Disney Afternoon Collection. Because that's much cheaper.
Real, though. I feel that.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, in about 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thanks. So, our first level is Niagara. And already didn't get the good jump there, but it's fine. I almost never do. So, we've already got our first secret coming up right here. So, in this game, there are 7 map pieces to collect. One of them you start the game with, because it's part of the story. But here's our second map piece. But now we're trapped. Luckily, Bubba the Cave Duck is here to save us. And he's here to also give us a warning that one of the treasure chests is booby-trapped. So, you know, thanks for the heads up there, Bubba. And can we skip Webby's dialogue? No, we cannot. And we're about to get to our next little secret here. Webby let us know that Gyro Gearloose was trapped in a landslide. So, we rescued him, and with that we get one of 3 upgrades for Scrooge's Cane, which allows us to break things that we couldn't break before. And
I love breaking things.
the frog was not nice. So we're climbing, and we're making our way up. And here's Launchpad. Launchpad serves as your checkpoint in each level and allows you to go back to Duckburg if you want, but we don't want to do that because we wouldn't be able to finish the level. And unless I miss my guess, that makes it not very express.
See, you catch on quickly.
I try.
Also, there's a shout out for your hair because, yes, it is amazing and looks fantastic on you. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that.
I actually need to re-dye it. It's been a little while, and you can kind of see the gray roots coming in. But we're not here to talk about my hair. We're here to talk about our first boss, the Firecracker.
I love this name. Love this.
And we've got our first treasure. Yay! So that's one stage down. And we have 2 pieces of the map so far. Now we're moving on to Bermuda, the second stage. Here's Louie telling us that we can't get through. Except now we can because lightning conveniently struck the top of that mast.
Oh, GG, lightning.
So, we are basically in a giant ship right now. Making our way through... Oh, I took a little damage. Oh, took some more damage there. We're playing on easy difficulty, which means we get double the health, which is convenient because I've already gotten hit twice in this level.
I was going to ask about the different colored HP bubbles, like the red and the 2 red and the 1 orange, if that had something to do with something.
Ah, dang it. I got a little greedy and died. That's fine. So these birds, they drop these shells or something. They look like shells to me.
I love how the first batch of them were like running so close to the ground. Like, what do you hope to accomplish, bird? Oh, you're going through a wall right now. What?
Yep.
Oh,
we found our next secret, which is leading to our next piece of the treasure map.
There's something so satisfying about watching either like him or like any other character just walk on like the stats screen or like the clearly we're not supposed to be here. It pleases me.
Got another bird here. Which is interesting that in the world of DuckTales, I guess, sentient. Well, no, sentient, not sentient. There are birds that are birds. And not people.
I would say as opposed to not birds. So the birds are the jerk birds, and the non-bird birds yes. are good birds.
Except for this jerk bird, which is also a person bird.
Fair.
Listen, it's Disney. It's just
right.
It does what it do. But that was our second boss, the pirate captain. And we've got 3 pieces of the map.
Nice.
Now we're moving on to Egypt. Got some quicksand to avoid. And just move this little guy out of the way. And look, there's a free treasure. Oh.
I love that.
Yeah, the game kind of trolls you a bit there. And we're going down to the secret area. Right here.
I love to know how like Huey, Dewey, and Louie get down into these secret areas and they're just waiting patiently.
And we enter the secret code to get our next treasure map piece.
Now, is there a way that, like, there's somewhere that tells you what the code is and you just know it? Or is it you're just sitting there for a while punching numbers?
No, you get this hint from Dewey over here.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
But since I know the code...
That makes sense.
Didn't hit the thing enough to make the platforms appear. That happens sometimes when I'm trying to go too fast.
Valid.
We've all got those moments. There's Huey. We're gonna ignore Huey.
Oh.
And we've got another little hidden area here. And we've just got to move this mirror into the sunbeam.
Oh.
And here's a hidden treasure.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Ah, dang it. Didn't make that jump. It's a hard jump to make. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Just a little slower.
No big deal.
Take a little damage boost there to go a little faster. Because otherwise we'd have to wait for that thing to jump all the way across, and that just takes forever.
Knowing my luck, it'd be one of those ones where it's like, I could jump the direction you want me to go. Or I could not.
So this is the Pharaoh boss.
Does he have a like set pattern as to where he appears, or is it just kind of complete
It's just
RPG?
kind of random.
Nice. It's talking about random though, so I'm calling you out because you run a game that I absolutely love, but we're gonna get there in a roundabout way. So I'm looking at your runs at speedrun.com, and good amount of platformers, good old retro stuff. Got DuckTales, got a lot of Pokemon. We've got Shantae, and then we have Lollipop Chainsaw. Which again, I love Lollipop Chainsaw, but how did that fit into all of the other games that you run?
You know, I was just kind of looking at games that I owned one day, and was like, I want to replay this, but I want to do it fast.
Nice.
And that's kind of just how that came about.
It's like, admittedly, I've been kind of... As soon as I saw you start running it, I'm like, I kind of want to replay it as well. Because I genuinely really liked it.
I actually just picked up the Lollipop Chainsaw Repop.
Oh. How is that? Because I've heard differing opinions.
I haven't gotten around to playing it yet, because I only just got it, like, last week.
I gotcha.
And anyway, here's a secret area with another riddle to solve. And we raised the island of Mu. Or Mew. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. Also, you have to be careful, because Launchpad will try to take you back to Duckburg if you're not careful. And if you're mashing...
You're going back to Duckburg.
Yeah. I've ended up doing that on more than one occasion. But anyway, we just collected another hidden treasure, and we are making our way through these blocks. They really wanted you to work for this one.
Yeah, they did. Like, in case you haven't been using the brick breaking mechanic,
yeah,
have fun.
It's like, and some of these you have to have the upgrade in order to break.
Oh, okay.
But we've got our next treasure map piece. We're just gonna head back the way we came. Scrooge? You might want to watch out there, buddy, because you're about to... Yeah. So yeah, that's... Taking a death warp there is faster than making your way all the way back through the...
Oh, that's fair.
And here comes the worst boss in the game, the Golem Duck.
Oh, jeez.
So he has two different attacks. He can shoot his arm at you, and he can make blocks rain from the ceiling. So you have to hit the bricks into him, make him crumble, to hit him, and I'm leaving one on the screen at all times, because otherwise he will walk to the other side of the screen in between attacks.
Oh.
But if there's one block on the screen, he won't do that. And it's very annoying to have him walk back and forth and then shoot.
I'm not gonna lie, I was staring at that boss and like, we're going into old school deep cut territories that look like some weird twisted mix of Terminator and the tall geese from Gundam Wing.
Now we're in Scotland, the home of Scrooge McDuck, or original
Scotland,
home.
Yeah, this is what I think of.
Yeah, floating hands, carrying lanterns.
Obviously.
Now, you can do a little damage boost with that floating hand, but I'm not good at it, and I'm not about to attempt it. Now, I ran this game at PAX East. Well, I somehow managed to miss the map piece in this stage, which made it a really scuffed any percent. So, this is the one that I missed over here.
So we got personal beef against this treasure or this
yes.
piece.
So this time, my jump input got eaten. So this collection emulates the lag of the NES too. So it's very authentic.
I know for Disney Afternoon Collection, DuckTales, the only one you currently run. Are there any others that you are thinking about running?
I've tried to learn Chippendale Rescue Rangers before, but that game is real hard when you're trying to go fast.
Unfair.
And I also thought about Darkwing Duck, but that game is just hard in general. I might try Tailspin at some point. That one's a shmup.
My childhood is singing right now with all these name drops.
Anyway, Webby's been kidnapped by Flintheart Glomgold, who wants all of our treasures. But we just bought the last treasure map piece from the store, and we've got 7 pieces of the map. We finally got all the pieces. And we have followed the map to the underground of Scotland. Webby's just gonna have to wait for us to rescue her until we've taken care of this. But yeah, this is the secret level. That you get from collecting all of the map pieces. It's a pretty cool level. It's got, like, multiple paths through it.
Oh,
nice. But we obviously want to take the quickest one. Okay, that jump is terrifying. I made it.
First try, that too.
Wait for this thing to come back around. And we are already at the boss, which is the Sorcerer Duck from Scotland again. But this time he's got a new trick up his sleeve, which I purposely wanted to show off. Now we're Scrooge McFrog.
I love this.
We are almost done with the Sorcerer Duck again. And we got the last hidden treasure.
Oh. Lots of money.
Yeah. Anyway, Webby kidnapped Glomgold. Gotta defeat him. Get him back. Well, gotta bring him all the treasures that we collected. That's what he wants. So, give him the treasures. And instead of giving Webby back, he turns into the D1000.
Love this.
Which is our final boss, so get ready on time. Time!
Oh, GG! Oh, that was awesome! Also, suddenly my Terminator mention earlier became a lot more relevant than I anticipated to.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier when you said that, but I didn't want to spoil the surprise.
And at 19 minutes and 2 seconds.
Oh, dang, that's I'm gonna have to check that. That might be my PB on that. It's not a category on the leaderboard, so.
I was gonna say, it's like the Xbox one you have on here is 11:23, but heck yeah, but that was super awesome. So GG's Dijon, and let everybody know who you are, where they can find you, and what you are currently up to.
Yeah, so I'm Dijon Ketchup. You can find me at twitch.tv/Dijon Ketchup, where I stream sporadically. I do stuff like this. I do a lot of Pokemon. I do Rock Band stuff. Yeah, that's just kind of all over the place.
Which Dijon is amazing at Rock Band stuff. I've seen her play. It's awesome. Again, thank you so much for being on Express Lane. It was so cool to see you and run such an awesome game. Keep the GGs going in chat. But speaking of chat, I have a mission for you. We're going to a hydration break. But what you need to do is open up a separate tab on your internet browser, and we would love to hear from you. So head to gdq.gg/survey, and you can let us know how you watch speedruns the most and kind of influence what hotfix is going to be in the future. So again, how are you?
Hi, Oscar. Good to see you. Thanks for having me on here with Neva. And I'm here to show off the DLC, which came out earlier this year. It was just a surprise. I don't think anybody expected it. I'm super hyped to show it off for everybody. And with me, I have a fellow Neva superfan, Lana. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Lana Roos, or you can also call me Lana. Neva was my game of the year of 2024. I loved it to bits, and Soulmats and I have chatted a ton about it, and I just beat the DLC not that long ago. I'm not a speedrunner of the game, but I'm here to vibe, and we're going to have a great time.
Yeah, let's vibe. Let's jump right in, and we can talk about Neva and just hang out. We're going to go into prologue. I will count down when we start, because starting time actually starts on first movement, not when I start story mode. So we're going to select story mode. It's going to go into a cutscene, which we're going to skip, and then I'll count down time. All right, and time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So this is Neva Prologue. Immediately, you're going to see the main movement mechanic, which we use in Neva to go fast, which is this air dashing. There's 3 primary movement mechanics outside of combat, which is a jump, a double jump, and an air dash. And since this is the DLC, it immediately wants you to know all of this stuff so that you can optimize all of your jumping. It's immediately throwing these big gaps at you, assuming you already know how to do all of that.
I think a really cool thing as well to chat about is that if you are not familiar with Neva, who we are seeing here is Alba, our beautiful protagonist. And in the base game, we see this very heart-wrenching journey between Alba and their lovely little animal partner, Neva, as they travel through lots of seasons together. And this is the story of how they met, so we'll get a little bit more into that. Here we'll see Soulmass doing the first combat of the game with some of the corruption beasts that we see in the base game as well. Tell us how you feel about these.
These guys are really annoying unless you do that. You can readily handle them as long as you do a quick dash after they attack, dash through them, and then hit them a couple times, dash through them. You can kind of get them stuck in that cycle. Otherwise, they will warp away and surprise attack you from underneath the ground.
I think I dubbed those ones Daddy Long Arms. And they absolutely horrify me.
Yeah, they're pretty terrible.
They definitely can be mean.
Casually, yes, they are horrible to deal with. And you'll
see this hazard. This is going to come up a lot in the run. It's timed. It's disgusting. So every time you touch a ground or a piece of the environment that has that on it, it'll have a certain timed animation where it'll pop out at you. It's so nasty. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's terrible. But we're largely ignoring it here in the run because the cool thing about story mode is you don't take damage from anything. So you can just damage tank through everything. And it's not a big deal like that.
This game is beautiful because for those of you that are familiar with the former game by Nomada Studios Greece, you'll know that it was not a combat game at all. It was more of a walking sim with a bit of a jump. So Neva is much more combat heavy, but yet it still has that accessibility option to pick story mode if you still want to engage in the combat, but not have to worry about your health bar. In this instance in the game, you have they're flowers, but they're health. And they replenish when you land hits on the enemy or when you see a fountain in the game. But it can be challenging in adventure mode for sure, because it is pretty much a 3-heart challenge, as it were, through the entire thing.
And it's combat encounters like this where you've got the floor is lava kind of thing going on the whole time. It's hard to optimize these in a speedrun. Whereas like in the main game, when you're speedrunning the main game, fights can be very scripted. But adding these new obstacles during the fights has made running the prologue have a lot more nuance, a little more difficult to optimize.
Exactly. Now, when Soulmass asked me to commentate, I had to admit that I had not yet completed the DLC, so I got to speedrun it, casually to get through it as quickly as possible. And for some backstory as well, I believe I texted them so many times over the past few days saying, this fight is so mean for many of the fights.
Yes.
So they
present
so many environmental hazards and stuff. Oh, it's a joy.
And you can see me here. I'm just taking advantage of story mode. Like, I can just damage boost through everything.
Yeah, so in adventure mode, it is very difficult because, again, you only have 3 health bars. I'll call them flowers, I guess. 3 flowers. And every time you get hit, it takes one of them away. If you also fall and die, you lose one of them as well, but you kind of start back where you were. And then if you lose all 3, it bumps you back a little further. When you're platforming like this, it's extra challenging in the adventure mode where we have the health meter, because you don't really have a way of replenishing your health while you're going until you get to a point where a fountain appears, or if you hit a combat area, which doesn't happen through all of these platforms. So again, you'll see here Soulmass really taking advantage of the damage boosting and just tanking through it, making this look like a breeze.
Yeah, we're going to be doing so much damage boosting. Oh, and the worst fight in the game, like right here.
Oh,
Casually.
This was the first one. I did send a screenshot immediately once I got here. You'll see the entire platform that we are doing this combat on is a floor is lava situation. So what they want you to do, again, in adventure mode, is to jump off the side of the platform and then dash back onto it after this whoosh animation is done. It is brutally difficult, especially in the second phase of this fight. But again, in story mode, that's the beauty of this in the speedrun. We can just tank through it, and there it is. It's all over.
Yep, we're just going to stand there and tank through it.
Easy peasy.
And you might be saying, like, this is Neva, right? Where's Neva at? This is just Alba the whole
Where's
time.
Neva?
I promise Neva does show up in the prologue.
And what we're seeing here too is, as we know in the base game, we are traveling through the corruption and trying to get rid of it. This, I believe, is Alba's, or like the beginning of her journey into the corrupted world. And yeah, we're going to see Neva very, very soon. So hold tight if you're a fan of the little white fur ball.
Very soon, actually. We're going to do that thing where Nomada likes to start zooming in for dramatic effect as we're going across a big screen. Because something's going to happen.
Oh, and I know someone said this in chat already too. There she is. But the art in this game is just stunning.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So I'm glad we got more of it. Yeah.
So we finally met Neva. The next part of this section is about gaining Neva's trust, because obviously Neva's never met us before, so she's scared and she just ran away. And we get another new mechanic that's only in this prologue DLC, which is these like bloatfly looking things. And when you hit them, they give you a little extra
I like
height.
to call it bird boosting. We can go bird boosting.
We'll just bird boost together. Just trying to optimally time all of these.
Yeah, and some of these are very challenging to get a hang of casually. Like there's some where you are having to hit 2 of them or more. We'll see a huge one later on. But mastering that timing can be very challenging because, again, you're working with the bird boost, you're working with the double jump she has, you're working with that air dash. But learning to chain them together well can be super challenging. So, again, you make it look so easy, Soulmass.
This is a fun fight to try and optimize,
this
so
one.
I'm going to lock in.
So the challenge again with this fight is we are working on 2 different planes. We've got our base plane and we've got our secondary plane. This bird enemy is going to stay at the top most of the time. It's already gone, which is great. But it makes it very challenging because most of the battling you have to do is in the air. You'll also notice that you're really incentivized to stay in the air as much as possible because the bird will do an attack that blasts the platform that you're on. So you need to get up and away as fast as possible. We're using these little bird boosts, as I've called them, to get up to the 2nd level as well and get rid of the basic corrupted entities and these birds. The soundtrack is stunning. I very much agree with you. And there you have it. Super easy again, no problem.
Yeah, what I tried to do with the second bird is bait it so that it went over to the left-hand side of the screen where I left that one enemy alive. Just to kind of manage the enemies in a way so that it could be as optimal as possible. Still wasn't as fast as that could have been, but it was still a pretty good fight.
Oh, here is the huge section that we love. It is an entire chasm of bird boosting. Please enjoy.
This is so fun. Casually.
It was fun, and I also felt my heart just rising in my throat. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm clenching. One wrong move and you are falling.
I remember some of the platforms in the base game, and that just looks so fun.
Yeah, platforming in DLC is so much fun.
It's very smooth, and I know we were talking about this before already, but Neva just has a way of making every ounce of movement feel so fluid and intentional and just really, really satisfying, whether it's in the platforming or the combat. And also in the way that we see Neva being used in the base game. It's just so fun, and it makes you feel like you've really accomplished something strong when you get through a really hard section or a boss fight. So they did so well with this game.
Now we're in a portion where we're actually gaining Neva's trust. She's following us around. We're killing enemies for her and we're helping her move along. And this culminates in our trust, a literal trust fall moment incoming.
Oh,
Baby.
Oh.
And now we get to hold Neva.
She's so tiny. Like, if you remember the initial game, as we journey with her, she gets huge. So seeing her just as this little thing, and now the theme playing in the background, it just, it brings tears to my eyes every time.
Now in this part, we are forced to hold Neva for a bit. I'm actually going to set Neva down in some portions to try and save a little bit of time. Because you actually don't have to hold Neva and force that walk animation, which is slower than doing the air dashing that we like to do.
You'll also notice the very subtle, well, I say subtle, it's pretty obvious, but like the gradual change of the background as well, where we are seeing more of those thorns, more of that corruption arriving. And yeah, so we have someone in chat saying they had no idea they made a prologue. It was a very quick shadow drop. They basically announced it and said it's available now.
Yeah, it was a shadow drop in February this year, I think. It took everybody by surprise.
Yeah. It is very quick, and I highly recommend playing through it. It's actually, I believe, on sale right now, too, for only a couple bucks. And you can play through it easily in under 2 hours, and in story mode, potentially even faster. So it's, I do obviously recommend playing the base game first. And if you are sitting here watching and have not played the base game, I'm not going to spoil anything of the story today, but I will heavily encourage you to immediately go play it.
Yes.
It's so fun. Only about 5 to 6 hours of gameplay, but it's incredibly emotional and beautiful.
Yeah, I highly encourage everybody to play Neva. It's such a beautiful game.
Have tissues.
Yes, bring tissues.
Oh,
Many.
yeah.
Many.
So I tried to group those enemies together so I could do them quickly, but then the guy decided to warp away. That's a never happened before moment. Sorry about that. This is actually a really fun fight right here. We're going to get 2 of those long arm guys in a sec. And dealing with both of them is cool.
Oh, this is the one. Yeah. Oh, it's... Oh.
Easy peasy.
Nice.
You made that look seamless. As someone, again, who just played this literally within the last couple of days, you need to know how incredibly difficult that can be.
Yes, that fight is very difficult casually, but as a speedrunner, you know that you can just roll dodge through everything and be very quick about your slashes.
Exactly.
It's all about managing them. The game had me pick up Neva there for a sec so I could walk with Neva, but I'm going to put Neva back down. Because Neva's default run speed is slightly faster than just walking with Neva's, like, holding her, I've found. And then we also get to see this cool animation where if Neva's running and you call, she will jump into your arms. It didn't happen, but we'll get it again later, I think.
This was the moment where I believe I texted you and said, oh good, big open field, thunderstorm, no problem.
Also no problem in story mode.
And here's our big boss.
Cool thing about story mode is we can skip all of the auto scrollers.
Oh
no.
So I skipped the auto scroller. We don't have to see that guy. You can enjoy him casually. And
oh my god.
This part I'm literally just gonna hold right. And Lana, do you want to explain the mechanic going on with the lightning in this portion?
Oh yeah. So in this section, the lightning is used as a tool that we can hide ourselves in as well. So we need to make sure that we are using our environment very well. Otherwise things can get a little bit scary. This prologue uses light and dark very effectively, and we're going to even see that in future levels. But here it is.
Yeah.
When the lightning is lit up, that guy can see you.
So I usually say just hold right and pray. Sometimes it will line up like perfectly in this section where you don't get hit, and sometimes you do. It's kind of RNG, unfortunately. But you still, it's not going to lose time in story mode to get hit by this guy as long as you just keep on moving.
And again, good reminder if you are just joining that there are 2 ways to play both the base game and this one. We have adventure mode where you have 3 hearts, as I'll say. They're in the shape of flowers, but yeah, 3, my words are good. What do you call that? Like 3
HP.
hints.
Yeah, it's like 3 little pips or something on the bottom of the screen.
So basically, three tries to get smacked before things are really bad. In story mode, that does not exist, so you can take as much damage as possible while still enjoying the fluidity of the combat and the platforming. So, yes, this is a giant beast that has been affected by the corruption. It is horrifying, and you'll also see not only is it a bit centipede-y in the way it looks just like this, but in some of the fights, you will actually see smaller versions of itself come out of its mouth.
I hate it.
Which is extra gross. Yeah, it is horrifying. So we do not love this fella.
Yeah, good
Oh,
portion of
you'll
chat
also
doesn't
see over there.
Doesn't like it either, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, as in the base game as well, there are, I believe, 5 flowers, which are collectibles, just like in the base game. Solmes, do you know, is there a different ending or just an achievement that's connected to getting all those collectibles? Because I did not get them in my playthrough.
As far as I know, there's no achievements linked to the ones that are in the DLC, so they're just collectibles for the sake of collectibles. They do offer additional platforming challenges to grab them, so there is some incentive to the gameplay element to try and get to them as a challenge, but otherwise, no.
Makes sense.
Here we're on a long, slow walk, which is going to lead to another auto scroll, which we get to skip.
Again. Hello. Goodbye.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with Centipede Guy until the final boss fight, which is going to be after this next segment of the run, which is the final area. I like to call this area the Mines of Moria. You'll find out why here after the cutscene skip.
Ta-da!
So, yeah, welcome to some dark place with lots of pillars and flashing light.
The flashing light is very key to this area. You're gonna see as we go through a couple areas in this section that light and darkness are used in different ways to platform and to navigate. It's very, very cool how they do it. So we'll make our way over as quickly as possible, and again, hopefully we'll see our baby very soon, because we've lost her again.
Yeah, we lost her during that cutscene at some point. But I'm sure we can find her somewhere in this labyrinth.
Yeah, it turns out getting slam dunked by a giant corrupted centipede is not favorable, so.
Yeah, that would do it.
All right, we take the first elevator.
These puzzles are back.
Yeah, we've got an elevator to do at the end of this section of the game before the boss, which is fun. But if you're familiar with the main game, or if you've played the previous game that these developers made, Grease, they do a lot of progression elements where they'll have you stop and need to go like left and right to unlock progress. Mm-hmm. So I like to go left first here, and then we'll do right afterwards, after you come back to that hub. The left side here is like a labyrinth that you have to navigate in the dark with the flashing light as your only indication.
Yeah, you'll see that some of the more pale sections in the arches are where you can go through, whereas the darker ones are obstacles. So you're having to wait to use that light to figure out exactly where we're going to go through. And it is tall. This is just one portion of it. So it's very easy to get turned around if you're not waiting for the light to pop up. So, and also ways that we can, break walls and traverse through the labyrinth in that way too, exactly like Solmas is doing here.
And there are some other paths in the labyrinth which lead to those hidden collectibles. So you want to make sure we're only taking the correct path in the speed run here. Otherwise we'll get off path and we'll be wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, and here's the second section. Again, like I said, it is huge. It is really cool how they just managed to use the architecture in such a unique way. The flashing light is used here in a way that I feel like this is the side where like darkness is prioritized a little bit, whereas the other side is a little more light. It's just how it felt for me.
Yeah, the other side, the puzzle, the mechanic of the other side is more light based, and this one is more dark and sweet.
Yeah.
I'd say as you're kind of making your way through here, like looking at the games that you run as well, you are very much a variety speedrunner. Like we've got the rhythm games, which y'all, Soul Mass, they're like gods of Muse Dash. So check out that run from Talisman. But everything from rhythm games to horror games to absolutely stunning platformers like this. Like what do you look for in a game that makes you go, yes, I need to speedrun this?
Largely, if it's really fun movement mechanics, that's one of the key things for me, especially in a platformer. And if it has combat, the combat's got to be really satisfying, which thankfully Neva has very satisfying combat.
Nice.
I tend to run a lot of games that have like a casual or easy mode. So you see, I'm running this on story mode. Just because that's what I prefer. So shout outs to everybody who runs games on easy mode or story difficulty. It's no lesser than anything else. It takes just as much skill, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Bingo.
There.
And that is the sign with that flower opening that section is complete. Each of these two sections have that flower. It ends in a combat section after the platforming takes place, and then that means that side is done. So now we can move on to the second section.
Section is the part that I call hurry up and wait. Sadly, it's the part where even if you're a speedrunner, you can't really go much faster than the game will let you go. Mm-hmm. There's like one spot where you can catch a really good cycle as you're fast, and that's about it. But you'll see, here's a mechanic. As Lana said,
yeah, so
it has to do with the light.
You can see the sparkles of where the platforms are going to be, and you'll see as we actually get through this platforming section, you have to time it in a way to jump and even go through some of the section and land on a part as it solidifies. It's very fun. But again, those platforms don't exist when the light is gone either. It's not like they're just invisible and you can land on them. They are fully gone. So you need to time it very carefully.
Here's the one where I want to make this next cycle really quick. So I want to get off of this one before it disappears so I can immediately get up here. So that's like the fastest thing you can do on this screen as a speedrunner.
Nice.
Is make sure you make that cycle. And then here is the climb, which is really just definitely hurrying up and waiting. Casually can be a little difficult to figure out exactly how you're supposed to figure out this platforming puzzle. So this did take me a bit to figure out casually. But it has to do with timing.
This jump right here is... Oof.
Yeah, you got to time your jumps so that they coincide with when this solidifies. Mm-hmm. If you get stuck inside the pillar, you just fall down.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just stuck here waiting.
Yeah, I found that one so cool.
This jump here is the most annoying, and then when you're trying to get up to get the flower up above here, waiting for it to disappear and then getting the jump before you fall.
Mm-hmm. Very good, though. You made that look just
super
flawless.
Easy.
Barely an inconvenience. Okay, I can't make this jump. I'll have to wait for the cycle. And then this is another fun combat encounter I know Lana really enjoyed casually. I'm going to try and do it as quick as I can.
You'll see the enemies are fully hidden until the light flashes. Fun fact that I also just learned that made my life 10 times easier, the enemies do not exist when it goes dark. So they are only visible and will only attack you and do damage to you when the light flashes. So it is still difficult because you need to act quickly, find where they are, and attack them as soon as the light flashes. And again, it is challenging because those platforms disappear too when the light's gone.
Yeah, if the enemies group together right, you can do that like optimally, like with each flash, so that you only need the minimum number of flashes. But one of the dudes decided to be mean and go over to the other side of the platform. That took me one extra cycle.
So when I did mine, I was playing as if they could still hurt me in the dark. So you best believe that my jump dodging was impeccable when it was dark. And turns out, didn't need to do that. So fun fact for all of you, only when the light's on.
That's a fun part where you just have to fall down. It's just faster just to fall.
And now that we have both sections done, we have that middle pillar that will be lit up by both of the little circles that we have done from the dark side and the light side. And now we have an extra fun puzzle that we need to work through.
Yeah,
and can also be challenging casually. It took me 2 tries because I screwed up my first one.
Yeah, casually you need to figure out the correct order and which gongs you need to hit for this.
Yes.
Because there are gongs that you don't want to hit.
Exactly. That's exactly what I learned. Some of them you do not want to hit because they reset your puzzle.
And there is a way to... Oh no, I missed that jump. No, we're going back. But casually, there is a way to save a cycle, or not casually, speedrun, there's a way to save a cycle on one of these gongs because you can get to the gong before it disappears in the middle. So I'll try to do that when I get to it up here. It's this, the gong that's on this top of this middle platform once I activate the one that's on the left. So I'll have to do all of this optimally from here on out to get to it. Mm-hmm. Hit this, jump up, jump across, and hit it. There we go.
Nice. But yeah, it's still using the light and the dark and also the varying heights of the platforms in the middle and on the sides as well. So it can be a bit of a mind bender, but it's a fun puzzle to solve ultimately. And up we go. Yep,
up we're going. And we're actually now at the final boss. We're taking the elevator up only to go down into the boss battle. When doing practice for this, I found a new strat for the boss, which speeds it up. So I'm going to be showing off that AI minute when I get to it. Because there's a certain attack where you can get it to just totally reset the attack and go back to its original animation, which saves time, quite a bit of time. But
we saw Neva very briefly there, but she got eaten up by our evil centipede fella again.
That's a slam.
And here's phase 1.
So he's got a few different attacks. That one's a slam. So next he'll do the puking attack. And we just want to try and get in as many hits as we can in between each of these attacks. We got another puke attack. That's phase 1 down.
Beauty. And between phases, he does this wild attack.
Of course he does.
Phase 2, he introduces a new attack here. He's probably going to do it right away. Yeah, this is the one that I want to interrupt. So I'm going to jump up on top and get hit, and it automatically resets it so he doesn't do the full attack. It saves about 4 or 5 seconds, because that's a very long attack animation.
So cool.
That's phase 2 down. And here in phase 3, you're supposed to be dodging stuff falling down from the ceiling, while also dealing with the attacks from the boss. On story mode, it doesn't matter if we get hit. We just want to try and do everything optimally and not get hit, because we'll save time. Okay, we're doing this attack.
The music is just phenomenal.
And time is going to be not when I get final hit, but when I stop moving after the final hit. So I will call time when we get there. It's going to be very close. Get the final hit soon. Puke attack, and 3, 2, 1, and time. That's Neva Prologue. We'll get to watch a cool little cutscene here.
Ooh. I love that. But yeah, you crushed your estimate, FYI, at 29:57.
Oh, 29:57. I'll have to retime that later. 29:57 would tie my PB, which if I time that later, it could be a world record. We don't know.
Wow, amazing.
Well, GG's for the absolutely blazingly fast run. Both of you let people know who you are, where they can find you, and what you are currently up to.
Lana, go first.
Yeah, for sure. So again, my name is Lana Roos. You can also call me Lana. Primarily, I stream on Twitch. I run all sorts of games. I do some cozy games. I do Nintendo games. But I'm always up to some shenanigans with a cup of coffee. So you can find me on Twitch at Lana Roos, on Blue Sky at Lana Roos. Those are my two main. And otherwise, I'm helping out with GDQ and other charity marathons. And how about you, Soulmass?
I'm Soulmass218. You can find me here on Twitch as Soulmass218 and anywhere else. I normally stick only to Blue Sky, though. Like Oscar said, I run quite a variety of games and play a bunch of stuff casually on my stream. So if you're into Neva or any other sort of speedruns, I dabble in a little bit of everything. I also volunteer for multiple different orgs and events behind the scenes. So shout outs to Frame Fatales, shout outs to Power Up with Pride, and shout outs to Binary Breakers. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for having me, Oscar.
Of course. Well, like you, as soon as I saw the prologue shadow drop, I'm like, excuse me? And for a little bit, I was like, I wonder if Soulmass is going to be running this. Sweet. So I'm so happy to have you on. And everybody, keep the GGs coming for that awesome run. We are going to take a quick hydration. Welcome back, gamers, to this platform-based episode of Express Lane. I hope you had a fantastic hydration break, and I hope you are craving some berries, because we have an awesome run of Celeste Bingo, Fog of War with Creep Crafting 56. So hello, gamer, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. Very excited to be showcasing some Celeste Bingo on GDQ Hotfix today. For those who don't know me, I'm Creep Crafting. I am a Celeste speedrunner and very much a Celeste Bingo enthusiast. And I will let Crab introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Rotrisma. I'm also known as Crab. I am a moderator and event organizer for the Celeste community and also very much a bingo enthusiast. I'll be doing commentary today.
All right, so for those who don't know what Fog of War is, so Fog of War basically just restricts all of your vision at the beginning. You can only see one at a time, and once you tick that, the squares that are next to it will appear. So what I'll be doing is I'll be trying to complete all of the board in the estimate. So if we're ready, we can get started in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah, so the way that Celeste Bingo works is we're just playing normal Celeste, normal mechanics, but and the only difference from the normal game is the level progression. So I'm going to explain that quickly now. Instead of just unlocking each level sequentially, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., we have a custom progression in place that goes as follows. Once you finish City, which is the first level, you unlock levels 2 and 4. Each of those unlock levels 3, 5, or 9, and then any of those unlock all of the remaining levels. And if you complete level 8, the core, that counts as one step of that progression. At the beginning here, you're going to see Creep going ahead and getting a few objectives that aren't actually seen on the board yet. Obviously, we can only see one objective right now, which is Talk to Theo and Awake, which is at the end of level 2. However, a common strategy that is used during Fog of War is a strategy called hedging, which essentially means going for objectives that you don't necessarily see yet, because if you complete an objective before you see it, as soon as you see it, you are allowed to tick it. So one of the things that could be on the board is related to 1-ups, which is something that you collect when you get at least 6 berries at the same time. So unfortunately, with a death earlier, getting the 1-up is going to be a little bit tougher, but definitely still very doable. We have a lot of time to do hedging because, like I said, Talk to Theo and Awake is at the end of level 2, so we're going to be getting plenty of berries, potentially a few other collectibles and unlocks for other chapters as we go along.
So does it
Very
always
nice.
start with talking to Theo first, or is it just a randomized starting point?
Yeah, so the way that bingo boards are generated is very random. It's not fully random. There are ways to make that the bingo boards are balanced, but the way that it works is you always see the easiest objective first. So the easiest objective on this board is talk to Theo and awake, but there are several options, and every board is random. This board was selected by a member of our community to be a pretty stream acceptable one, so there won't be any incredible surprises on this one, maybe.
Huge thanks to LMB for selecting this board, and also to Stephen for making sure that this was acceptable for. Thank you.
Yep. Here in Chapter 2, which was unlocked after beating Chapter 1, we will be getting the binocular. That is another thing that we will be hedging is, as a collectible, are the binoculars, also getting some berries. But for the most part, we will be speedrunning to the end of Chapter 2 to awake to talk to Theo to look at 4 more objectives. When it comes to Fog of War, it is pretty important that you reveal as many spaces as you can early on, because the increased information means that there's less risk of wasted time from hedging, which is the downside of hedging. You could be spending your time on objectives that just aren't on the board. So the more information that you have, the less likely it is that you do something that's not necessarily on the board.
And for Gravelous 2A, this is probably like one of the fastest objectives that you can hedge on. I think it's like you lose like 5 seconds of operating for Gravelous 2A. So that's why I'm doing this first piece right now.
Yep. Yeah, if you're not paying attention, it's easy to even miss that Creep is playing with Gravelous on, because there's a whole set of fast Gravelous strats. If you're ever curious, you can look at the top left. If you see the pencil icon, that means that we're playing without grabbing.
That's cool.
We talked to Theo very shortly. Theo.
And okay, we see 5 berries in 5 chapters, 2 blue and 2 red hearts, 65 berries, and 5 berries in 8A. 8A is core, which is a level that you can only get after collecting 4 hearts. Blue hearts are collected in A sides, which are the normal levels, and red hearts are collected at the end of B sides, which are harder levels based on the A sides that are unlocked by collecting a cassette in that chapter. Where do you think you're gonna go?
Temple first. Just go and get the cassette there. It's also quite berry dense as well. And then I'm gonna play this Gravelous as well because this checkpoint's just really fast.
There's actually a question in chat for those that might not be well versed in the Celeste terminology. They've asked, what is grabbing?
Yeah, we are kind of glossing over a little bit of the movement tech just because there's so much to talk about for bingo, but in Celeste, there are only a few basic movement options. There is walking, which is pretty obvious, dashing, which if you dash in a direction, you shortly get a boost of linear momentum in that direction. You can dash in 8 directions, and grabbing, which means that you cling onto walls and you can climb up them. If you choose, you have a limited amount of stamina. So essentially grabbing is clinging onto a wall, which there are objectives on the bingo board for completing sections of the game without that mechanic. And the whole game is actually beatable without grabbing, which is pretty cool.
Just collecting a few more berries. This will help for 5 berries in 5 chapters and also 65 berries here.
Yep, that's part of the reason why getting the 1-ups early on is pretty safe, because there are many berry objectives that could show up. In fact, it is almost guaranteed that there will be multiple berry objectives on the board. So even if the 1-ups don't show up, you're still getting those berries, which can apply to multiple chapters. Alright, we're going to dip back into 4A briefly to get some more berries. This is also a very berry-dense chapter. It also has a fast blue heart that we may be grabbing here too. Yeah, Celeste is a very accessible speed game. It's very easy to learn and difficult to master, which is the perfect storm for a game that can engage masters of its movement 10 years later, which is crazy to say. And Bingo is one of the most replayable game modes for that because... Nice, Archie. Long live Archie. Just because the strategic element of routing is very engaging on top of the mechanics of actually pulling off the route efficiently. Here is a cassette room. This is where you unlock the B-side of the chapter. That was a very fast demo strat.
And actually related to the bingo board, like do you know, like, there will be in this specific spot like a really hard objective, or is it a lot more freeform? It's like they could be easier, they might get progressively harder.
That's a good question. So the way that bingo boards are generated, I won't go too into depth, but there are 25 buckets of objectives, one for each space, and essentially each tier or bucket is harder than the last. So tier 1 is the easiest and tier 25 is the hardest. And the spaces on the bingo board, you don't know which tier is which, but it does work out to be a magic square where every row, column, and diagonal adds up to the same number. Oh. So that means that each row is balanced with each other row vaguely. Like, if there's one really hard objective in a row, you know that there isn't another really hard objective in that row. So you can kind of guess where the hard objectives might be, although it doesn't end up really being that practical for Fog of War, because you need to do all of them anyway.
Right.
Yeah, and it also means that if you're really good at memorizing the tier buckets, there can only be one objective from each tier. So if you see, for example, a tier 8 objective, you know that there can't be any other tier 8 objectives, although memorizing all of that is not easy. It's usually the most practical for the hardest objectives. If you see, okay, there's all berries in 2,000 meters, you know that there won't be all berries in 2,500 meters. You don't need to worry about it.
Okay.
You can see I'm just looking at journal quite frequently. That's just to give an idea of how many berries that I'm at. Because right now I am pushing for 5 berries and 5 chapters right now to reveal the top part.
Yep, at the moment, 5 berries and 5 chapters is the easiest objective on the board, which is nice because it also gives you the most amount of information possible. After ticking the first square, which gives you 4, the maximum that you can get from ticking any other square is 3 because it reveals orthogonally. So that's definitely a priority if you can. Keep getting as much information as possible.
There's never Archie.
If you're curious, an Archie is when you crouch into a bubble, which displaces you a few pixels upwards, which lets you alternatively get a little bit more height or avoid spikes, depending on the situation. That is a really interesting strat that Creep was trying to do, where you can basically get a really weird wall jump that preserves your left momentum.
Now, this bingo are, and this is another question from chat, are the A and B sides counted as separate chapters?
Yes, they are. The A side and the B side are different chapters for anything that cares about chapters. However, there's no berries in those chapters, so those aren't an option for getting berries.
Gotcha.
There is a base game exploit where completing the B side of a chapter unlocks the following chapter's A side. That could be useful on this board. In fact, we'll probably see 5B being completed to unlock Reflection and Summit. That is something that you'll also see in any percent.
here. This will be our 5th if I didn't.
Yep.
Correctly.
I think you're right. Alright, and let's see what's hiding behind these.
Okay, complete 2 B-sides and burst as an epilogue. So that's already a lot of information, because that means I will be saving until core before I complete that, because you can use core to unlock.
Yep, epilogue is a special case because it's technically a chapter that is unlocked by completing the summit. But that is so slow. Like, beating the summit by itself is one of the slowest things that you can do just because it's so long. So we're going to be aiming to complete core instead, which is totally fine on this board considering we see 5 berries in 8A, which requires completing about 3/4 of core already. We also see 2 B-sides on the board right now, which synergizes well with 2 blue and 2 red hearts, because completing a B-side is synonymous with getting the red heart in that chapter. It's the same thing. So we'll see 5V here to unlock Summit, and potentially soon another B-side to...
Apparently my play is to rush 5B, 1B, get that, and then that'll be 4 hearts for core. Then I'm gonna play core first pass and then work from there.
Yep.
Oh, that was cool. Like, well, everything you're doing is cool, but...
So like this one. Oh, I missed the card.
Oh, you got this.
Like a jump. Why did I do that? You don't do that. Okay, I missed you. I'll just go.
We'll go for Bub's Drop. So there's a lot going on there. In Celeste, you can pause buffer inputs by essentially, if you pause and unpause, you have the buffer window of 5 frames to make your next input, which means that making frame perfect inputs becomes much easier because you get 6 frames instead of 1, which is pretty nice. So the strat there was essentially a very precise string of inputs that was made easier by pause buffering. Still very difficult and requires some unbuffered inputs as well. So something else that we did there was something called Bub's Drop, which involves going into a different room transition, re-entering in a way that you're not supposed to, in such a way that it respawns you at a place that is different from where you died, which is pretty cool. This is a chapter in any percent, so if... Oh, yeah, I guess I'll explain that too. That is also a hedge. There are objectives in the bingo generator that involve killing seekers, which are these blue and purple evil guys. If you get them trapped under a door and get the door to close on them, you can actually kill them. And there are 3 potential seeker kills in this chapter, which is also the maximum that you'll ever need for a bingo board.
Interesting.
You'll only ever need to do 3.
What's here?
This is another one. Yep, and the 3rd seeker kill is actually at the end of this room, and it's a little bit tougher because you need to trap it under a door that closes when you get further away from it. Yeah. 2 is probably fine. That one's also fast to come back for because it's right at the beginning of the checkpoint, and you can reload into any checkpoint that you want from the menu once you've unlocked it.
Oh, they got no speed. Oh, okay.
Oh, he bounced the right way. You got lucky.
Nice.
Yep, just a little bit more movement before the end of the level. Yes, this one's clearly impossible, Theo.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the section we have to carry Theo in that, but it's like, the game, I'll admit I'm terrible at it, but I love it to death. But this section gave me like the first like massive headaches. I'm like, I can't hold, I can't grab. What do? Help.
Yeah, it really changes the rules of the game a lot. in like a way that other levels really don't. All right, this is 1B. This is the fastest B-side to complete, not just raw. There is actually a faster B-side, unless you're really, really good. But this one has the fastest combined from the main menu, collect the cassette, and then finish the B-side. So, if we are just trying to finish a B-side right now, which we are, you'll often see 1B. Also, yes, shout out to Maxo.
There's a Maxo. Yeah, nothing too crazy right here, just completing the level, getting both binos.
Yep.
Binos and B-sides can be a thing that exists. I think total binos we don't have to worry about because we will be entering Farewell games.
Yeah, Farewell has tons of binoculars. B-sides in general also tend to be more chill in terms of routing. There's less options that you need to be worried about. For instance, you never need to worry about grabless in B-sides. There's no berries in B-sides either. So it usually just comes down to finishing them and collecting binoculars as you go.
It says while we're getting through this level, for those of you, and just 2 weeks from now, there's a little marathon called Slow Games Done Quick 2026, and it's going to be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota from July 5th to July 11th. Again, that's like 2 weeks away. You can head on during break. You stay here and watch Celeste. But during break, open up a tab, go to gdq.gg to learn more, or you can still register for the event. Also, if you want to check out the banger schedule, gdq.gg/schedule.
Okay, so I got 6 binos right now.
Yeah, you're pretty close to that 8.
I don't know
What's your fastest right now?
I got all the binos that I could right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, let's get
Let's-
2 blue hearts.
that's true. 2 blue hearts, and then afterwards, like Farewell or Core could be not too bad. This 5 keys is the last possible thing over there. There's no event horizon because event horizon is tiered together with Process and Epilogue, so I know for sure that I can just safely go for that objective without having to worry about anything. Okay, all berries and starter of Fate 4. Did I complete that?
Seems like a good thing to do. Yeah. You usually want to avoid playing chapters that are very objective dense without revealing most of the
Oh,
board.
I did not get a one before.
Oh,
I can do this. So this is a shrine
Alright.
1-up. This is something that not a lot of people do. Just because it's just out of the way and not very common. But for the purposes of this, because I am at least somewhat comfortable with doing shrine 1-up, and it works well for 65 berries, I will put for this as well.
yep. The reason why you don't really see it so much is because getting a 1-up in start is, faster because start comes before shrine. It's also easier, so people tend to do it just on the way. We didn't in this case because we were going for the
That was hedge
Yeah.
to hoping that
Yeah.
where I went up would not show up. In that case.
Yeah.
So there's hedges in both ways. There's hedges where they would appear and hedges where they won't appear. So this time it was a case of hoping that it won't appear.
Yeah. Obviously, every time you hedge, you lose time, so you want to avoid doing it as much as possible. Very good.
Before I went up. And that works very well for that. And that's also very good information for Farewell. So we'll just go and send Farewell now, do Gravel's Power Source. That I actually did not know was not tiered together. And now we're
Yeah.
flying.
So this strat is called DTS, Dash Trigger Skip, which combines a cutscene float with a little bit of movement. A cutscene float is if you jump as soon as you enter a cutscene, Madeline gets stuck jumping forever, which takes you up here with 2 dashes, and you can avoid the trigger that takes away your 2 dashes, because you're supposed to have 1 dash in this area. And just, you get to smuggle your 2 dashes into Farewell, which is pretty sick. You get to do 2 dash movement, which is awesome. You get to get really, really fast. The downside is if you ever leave this chapter, you lose your double dashes. So you really want to enter Farewell once you're confident that you know everything that you're going to do here. Thankfully, we know everything that we want to do here, because we see 5 keys in Power Source, which is the maximum. We also see Grabless Power Source, which is one of the very, very few miscellaneous objectives in Farewell. The only thing that we would ever need to worry about other than Grabless Power Source is getting an intro car, which, I mean, maybe it's not even a bad idea to do that since we're finishing Power Source.
Yeah, it's just so fast.
Yeah, it takes it like less than 30 seconds to get to the intro car from Power Source, so. And it would lose so much time.
Yeah,
actually, it wouldn't even lose that much time.
Less consistent.
Now that I think about it. With single dash, yeah.
So we'll just go through. To give a quick shout outs to Wind, Farewell Enjoyer. Most recent player to get a 13 Farewell, which is like, I don't remember, like 3rd place.
Oh, really?
I think.
Wow.
I think it is now.
Yeah, it's definitely top 5. I don't remember exactly the place.
Let's go. There we go. That actually has almost lost me a game before. Forgetting to turn on Grabless.
Whoops.
Yeah. We do not allow true Grabless where you don't actually turn on the Grabless mod. You need to turn on the Grabless mode. Grabless mode actually does let you do a few things that true Grabless doesn't. Grabless mode disables your ability to grab instead of you just not hitting the button. But what you still can do with Grabless mode off, or with Grabless mode on, is trigger things that are triggered by you grabbing onto them. You just don't grab onto them, but you still, for example, cause.
I learned that yesterday.
Nice, very good. I was gonna say, like, are you gonna be able to do your strats Grabless? Clearly, yes. You can still grab onto jellyfish also, you're definitely...
Oh, we can't do that.
Don't forget to grab some binos here.
Yep. So for those who don't know, there's a hidden bino here.
Yep. There are a lot of binoculars in this checkpoint. There are at least 6.
I should note, you are currently blowing the mind of wonderful Carrie Carrarium in chat right now.
Yeah, you get to really impress Celeste speedrunners with the key strats because nobody does these in speedruns because you can very easily skip the keys. So,
Gotcha.
This is something that is a bingo exclusive strat, which is pretty fun.
Is more than enough?
Yep. I think exactly enough, but yeah. Alright, that is 5 keys in Power Source, and now we'll just be quickly dipping out to beat Power Source. You will not be seeing Power Source key skip because we did actually need to get all of the keys, so we'll just be beating it normally.
We're waiting for that. Okay, let's grab the Power Source, 6 wing berries. And I only have...
that's very quick.
There's 3A, there's 4A, which I have. Plus the first 1A1 because I died earlier.
Yeah, you're missing 2 and 1A, and Awake. Like, you can get those 3 very quickly, I think. Uh-oh. This is an Easter egg that's hidden in this room.
Oh, City Blue. Don't do that.
If you didn't know that this was here, congratulations, you now know it's here.
Oh,
it's the intro
hello.
part.
So let's go and do City Start real quick.
Oh, 5 A sides. That actually stinks.
Yeah, it's not the best objective.
Yeah. At least we're beating core. That's like the silver lining here.
Yeah.
The 5 A sides we're going to be doing here are likely 1A, 2A, 4A, core, and then either 3A or 5A. But like, we haven't beaten 4A yet. We also haven't beaten... Like, we barely entered Resort, so this is going to be interesting to route. Right now we're going for Forsaken City, Blue Heart, which we see on the board. This is a tier 2. It's very quick and easy to do, so we might as well do it now.
It's like to have the knowledge to run a bingo Celeste, like...
Okay, well that solves the problem with 5 A sites.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, Grabless and Reveling.
there you go.
Yeah.
Like to have how many hours have you put into like vanilla Celeste to just be able to be like, oh yeah, this is where I need to go now, and just have it known.
That's more of a bingo specific thing. I think bingo wise, probably like it's got to be at least like 200 hours probably.
Wow.
Like just bingo.
Yeah.
And then on Celeste in itself, I have like 3,500.
I believe it. Definitely believe it.
Bingo is definitely like a lot of game knowledge checks, but it is pretty accessible and surprisingly easy to kind of grok once you get the hang of it a little bit. And the memorization aspect of it is helped a lot by a lot of the beginner resources that we have in the Celeste community. We have like basically like beginner boot camps where we explain macro strategies and how collectibles work and stuff. There are cheat sheets that have been put together by members of the community. So what I'm saying is, if you're at all interested by what you're seeing and you're interested in both casual and competitive bingo, there is a place to do that, and it's booming. So in this chapter right now, we will be getting 5 berries because it's on the board. This is 8A. There are also only 5 berries, so we'll be getting all of them.
I'll also be completing it for 3 blue hearts. Also epilogue.
Yep. It will look very similar to an ARB speedrun.
This run will always catch you. And any run, any player will tell you that room is not the kindest in any run.
Yeah, bumpers are pretty notorious for being unpredictable, and there's a bunch of them. I guess we'll keep talking about Celeste Community Bingo.
Yeah. Or just like
we
events
have-
in general, because you mentioned the event head honcho.
So we represent Celeste Community. That's where bingo takes place. We also do other events like speedrunning and task showcases. One of our really major events is called the Celeste Time Trials, where essentially players of all skill levels compete in a fixed time period, usually 2 hours, to get the best times that they can on a subset of levels. It's very accessible, anybody can play, and you're also guaranteed showtime on the stream, which is a very cool thing. I'm a big fan of that. We also do regular bingo tournaments for all skill levels. We have a beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert level. Oh, nice save. Level tournaments that are all streamed on our Twitch channel. In the past, we have even done a expert level bingo event on the GDQ Hotfix, which is something that I personally would love to do again at some point. Hint, hint.
Celeste is definitely a fan favorite on the GDQ platform for sure. Among just about every platform it's been on.
Yep, definitely a mainstay for sure.
Okay, we're in the horizontal part. I'll be attempting a very difficult skip at the end. So we'll see whether I hit it or not. I'll give it, I think, like 3 or 4 tries. If I don't hit it, I'll just go and do the normal strat.
Yep. We will be trying to skip the cassette at the end of this chapter, because collecting the cassette is on the main path. It's sort of where casually you learn about the existence of cassettes if you're not a big explorer. But getting it is slow and technically unnecessary, so we're going to try to pause buffer our way to victory here. Oh, so clean. So clean.
That was...
No one missed the heart! I skipped the cassette, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and you got the speed chain into the last
kill a seeker
level.
Okay, and that's
easy.
also 6 hearts. So that's the full reveal done. Talk to the birds first.
You have 2 1-ups, right? You don't have 3.
No, I do have 3. I did a 2-up in city and a 4A 1-up.
Oh, a 2-up. That's right.
Okay.
You did get a double. Very good.
Okay, so for 5A sides, wait, sure. We'll go and do this first.
Yeah. Well, the objective here that we're getting is huge mess order chest books towel, which happens to be any % order. So this is technically the fastest order by a couple of seconds. Yes, the Discord server for Celeste Community is called Celeste Community Events. I don't know if we're allowed to link it directly, but it's easy to find.
We're picking up some berries here for 65 berries.
You're pretty close, right? You have in the 50s?
Yeah, 50,
Yeah,
53. That's plenty. That could actually be conservative with this.
I'm gonna take your bird's nest now. Well. There is also a winged berry here to grab. I don't know if you can synergize any more than that. Yeah, I wonder what A-sides are going to be best to beat here. Because obviously 4A is fast, but it doesn't synergize at all. It's probably still worth doing though, right?
Maybe. It's now it's a question of, is 4A from Shrine? Like it's picking, or you got lots of options actually, because
yeah, we have 4A from Shrine, or we have 3A from Shaft, or
like I was thinking of like 6A from Rock Bottom, potentially.
There's no
probably
way
just
that's
slower.
faster. Yeah, Rock Bottom is so long. And we also have 5A from Search, which is like a real option.
It's done. I think I will do 4A and 5A.
I kind of think it's 4A and 3A. Although it's probably not that big of a difference.
Wait. So it would be 3A would be 35 plus plus 3 is like 40. 5. So that would be 120 seconds. So we need 2. No. 100. I can't do math right now. It's very hard. It's very hard to do calculations and play at the same time.
Understandable.
I'll do the math for you. Search is like, what, 40 seconds alone? And there's no way that rescue is less than 40 seconds.
Okay, yeah, that's
Rescue is the other checkpoint where you're carrying Theo around. So it is possible to do really fast, impressive movement, but he still slows you down a fair amount.
second block was unpaused.
Oh, very clean. Wow.
We'll go this way. So look at the Merlin route. This was in the world record for any percent at one point.
Yeah, Marlon accidentally fell down here and did the berry route.
So we'll be almost hitting 65 berries. I think I'll be finishing it here just because these berries are just insanely fast.
Yeah, those last two. I mean, how many wing berries do you have? 6.
I do have
Okay,
6.
you're good then. Oh, owned.
It's always the simple things.
Yeah, the snowballs are huge trolls in this game. That is 65. Very nice. And all we have left to do on this board, other than completing those A-sides that we mentioned, is we need to enter Reflection enough to get to rock bottom, which we will be doing in the A-side. And we need to play 5 gens in the summit, which takes us to 2,000 meters, which is a little bit... It's pretty close to half. It's actually almost exactly half of summit.
Okay.
And very nice.
Second
So-
archie strat in like a normal clear.
Yeah, that strategy is very useful. There is a secret path that allows you to skip a required key to get into the section, but we can take it a bit faster by just YOLOing it at the ceiling.
Oh, I skipped early. Yeah,
You're getting requested to get 2 more berries.
I'm required to get 2 more berries? Okay.
Oh, that would be a fun, like, April Fool's blackout seed to do, is, like, random things like 67 berries changed in the generator. I'm writing that down. Do you have grapple song?
Oh, I do not. I would have just beaten it with 5 minutes.
Whoops.
I wanted to give you a chance to notice. Definitely did not notice it myself. Not a big time loss.
Yeah.
It's only like 15 seconds.
Yeah. We are in fact here for a reason. Even though playing this game is just really fun.
Totally.
Thankfully, the swag grubless strat in that room is also just the fastest normal strat.
That is not where I wanted to land, but the Seekers will hit the current place. So these Seekers, you can actually... They're consistent in how you can manipulate them. It's just... when you are a human, it is very difficult to do the exact same thing over and over again. So they're basically RNG in terms of RTA, but you can normalize them as much as possible.
Yeah, and if they cooperate enough, they can hit these touch switches for you, so you can complete rooms a bit faster. And that is Grab, Listen, Rebel. Just 3 more objectives left. We're entering 3A here just to complete. This is our 5th A side, so we'll get a little bit more any percent action.
Nice.
Once we get to this point of Fog of War, it is mostly just cleanup and focusing on good execution. The routing strategy has pretty much been decided already, so
Makes sense.
yeah, just try to get as good of a time as possible. That is the demo dash, possibly the most famous strat in Celeste. I mean, obviously you're seeing Creep do more, but I'll explain it anyway. There was an exploit found early on in this game where if you were in a crouching position while you were dashing, your hitbox is actually the crouching hitbox while you dash, which is only 4 pixels tall instead of 8, which also happens to be the exact amount of pixels in between those circular dust bunny blobs and also many spikes in this game. So we figured out, okay, there is a way to convince the game that you're in a crouching animation while you're in midair by inputting a dash and quickly changing the direction of the dash so that you have the crouching animation in midair because you input it down, but you're facing in a different direction. And then the devs were like, okay, that's really cool, but also stupid, so we're just gonna add a crouch dash button to make it a lot easier.
Love that.
Okay, we're gonna suffer a little bit here because I do not like Reflection B-side. But
You don't need to play the B-side.
it is
The A-side's faster, isn't it?
Is it faster?
I think it's faster.
I actually do not remember. It's been a very long time since I played.
Yeah.
Since I
I'm
properly played.
I'm like 90% sure that Reach Rock Bottom in the A-side is faster.
If I can avoid playing 6B, I will play that.
Yeah. That was Lake Boost, or Lake Skip. Turns out that there's a little bit of wall under those spinners that you can bounce off of, so you can skip going the long way around.
I've seen a couple people in chat mention, especially earlier, it's like, oh my god, Celeste is on. Well, FYI, if you head over to gdq.gg/schedule or just type !schedule in chat, you can find out what's going on with the rest of the week runs of Hotfix, and just all the upcoming super cool games that are going to be played. There are some absolute bangers this week. This is a fantastic week for speedrunning on Hotfix. Question for both of you: what is your favorite type of bingo setting? If not Fog of War, what does that? What does your favorite one entail?
That is a great question because we're both going to answer the same thing. It is Lockout, and if Creep doesn't say Lockout, then I'm gonna be upset. Yeah, so Lockout is a competitive format that's 1 against 1. It's still a board of 25 objectives, but if one player ticks an objective, the other person is not able to. They're locked out, and so it's a first player to a majority of objectives on the board wins, which is 13 on a 25 objective board. Lockout is very, very strategy conducive. There is bluffing and crazy reads that you can make based on your opponent's ticks. It's incredible. I highly encourage anyone who's interested to join it. I'm also biased in saying that because I have been in charge of the Lockout generator for 4 or 5 years now, so I promise it's good.
Yeah, anytime I see a Lockout bingo for any game that has that, I just get a little smile on my face knowing that there are going to be shenanigans that are going
Yes. Yep. Lockout is just such a clean format. It works for so many games. I've seen it work for things like Mario Sunshine, Elden Ring, really, really, really well.
I see a couple other mentions of like Team 3-line and then Sync Out Royale.
Yeah.
Is that Isaac in chat? Is that Isaac or Steven or GBC in chat?
It's Steven. It's Steven. You got it right. The Celeste community has a very proud tradition of inventing many, 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 many different bingo variants. Many more than any other community I've ever seen. We have a whole website devoted to them. There's like 100 of them.
Alright, that's what we talk about him.
Nice.
Very nice.
And now we have just 5 gens in Summit. 5 minutes of Summit before calling time.
Wondering, what's our RTA right now?
Right now we are a little bit over 48 minutes.
Oh wow, so you did pick a reasonable weapon to limit.
There's people calling y'all out in chat right now. You got one person saying, "Hey crap, can you explain Sync Out Royale for the real fans?" And then someone else going, "I can't believe you thought it was Isaac or Steven."
I will not be explaining Sync Out Royale because that is a longer explanation than we have left in the game.
Let's just say it's Battleship, but with 4 players.
Ooh.
Yeah, on a Celeste bingo board.
On a 10x10 board.
10x10, yeah.
That just means chat join the community. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, if you want to see some more really weird variants, we do a yearly event called Museum Bingo, which features all of these weird and wacky variants. We typically do that at the beginning of the year, each year. So Sync Out Royale was one of them for this iteration of Museum Bingo.
Yeah, shoutouts to our incredible team also for making that happen, because restreaming a 10x10 board is not easy.
I've done restreaming for a randomizer and
Yep. I mean, even just this view, like, very good job putting it together, because having any sort of additional information can be tough.
it's big shout out to actually big shout out to our wonderful producer. Richard does amazing work for Expressly and other shows on Hotfix.
Thank you.
Richard. And if you've not played base game, Summit is basically just what you saw from the early chapters that I played, except for Farewell and Core. It's just playing them with Double Dash, essentially. Be the same game mechanics, but a lot more free-flowing, which makes it for being really fun.
When you played Farewell and Core, that kind of spoiled the pink hair. But
yeah.
This is the first level where you really get to play with it.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm missing all the points now. No!
Oh no!
I can't get that coin anymore.
Coin, please.
There we go. Yep. Celeste has some very good leniency mechanics in place with the hitboxes, but obviously speedrunners love to push those to the limits and grade them. So it's very easy to miss things like that.
Strat here. We'll do the strat that I did, what, like 5 years ago or something? But it works, and that's all it matters.
Yeah, it works. Playing bingo at the same time as speedrunning is definitely a challenge.
Wild.
It's much harder than just sitting down and grinding out runs.
Aw, that would have been nice.
Let's go, you got this.
There we go.
I was 2 for left? Oh,
Oh no!
really?
No!
That's tragic.
Man, that does funny.
Yeah, this chapter, or checkpoint in general, is just super unforgiving.
Yeah, it's a pretty big difficulty spike in the speedrun.
They are not playing around this time.
Yeah.
Okay, last gem is going to be coming up really soon. It's at the very
we've
beginning
got
of the next
probably
checkpoint.
Less than a minute left here.
You cannot buffer that on that. So there's this concept called buffering, and if you know, you know it's a world level mechanic that Secure Account used. If you know, you know.
Yep. If you don't know, well, you should play Celeste and find out.
Great.
And
There you go.
time.
Gee.
Nice. GG.
Jeez. That was wild. I don't have the official time, yes, but it's just over 54 minutes.
Wow.
Very good.
Very happy
Anything
about
under
that.
an hour for fog is great.
Yeah, 54 looks like 50. Come on, flag. 54:04 on the dot. Ooh.
It's a very, very solid time.
Yeah, and this was a difficult board. Needing to balance 5 A sides with the miscellaneous objectives is.
And also one more thing to note, for typical fog, we don't actually use this generator. This is actually the beta version of the lockout generator that we trialed for a couple of events, couple of the bashes we did. So for Advanced Bash, the most recent Advanced and Expert bashes, we used this format. So normally there's a more simplified generator that removes a lot of things like Grabo's power source is not on there. Summit B-side I don't think is also on there either. So all of the longer things are not in the normal solo blackout generator. But this was a really fun board to showcase all the different routing strategies and different tech that was used during this run.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
That was absolutely amazing to watch. And to both of you, now is your time to give shout outs. Let everybody know who you are, where they can find you, and any other shout outs you can think of. And feel free to shout out the Celeste community once more.
Yeah, go and you can find Celeste Community on Twitch and Blue Sky. I believe it's just Celeste Community on Twitch, and I think it's Celeste.com on Blue Sky. You can join the Discord server if you want to keep up with any Twitch VODs and all that. We have an SJ relay, like an all lobbies relay that we did in April that will be going up on YouTube in the next couple hours after I am done with this. So keep an eye out for that if you want to watch the whole 9-hour VOD of that. As for myself, you can find me on Twitch at creepcrafting56. Huge thanks to Crab for developing the locker generator, just making everything possible, and for commentating. Seed Finders again, LMB, and Steven, and also the rest of the Seed Hunters for the weekly blackout seeds that we do. Thanks to the rest of the mod team and the event orgs. And yes, thank you to GDQ for allowing me to showcase this.
gamers. And Crab, give some shout outs as well.
That covers pretty much all of it. Mostly just thanks again to GDQ for having us. Thanks to Creep for having me on commentating. It's a lot of fun. I really love representing this community to everyone because it's really just an awesome time. Everyone's so nice.
Yeah, I have one more shout out. Thank you so much to Relmont for hosting this fork of Bingo Sync and also for the Bingo UI and Celeste Bingo client as well. Or just all the dev work behind the scenes that allows Celeste Bingo to be what it is.
Again, thank you both for that absolute masterclass of Celeste Bingo. It was super fun to watch. Chat loved it. And they loved shouting out their specific types of gameplay style. Welcome back, gamers, for the final run of this platform-themed episode of Express Lane. We are going to jump right in, and it is going to be Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, low percent veteran, a really challenging category from Fumofu. So hello, friend, how are you?
Hello, I am doing good. I'm excited. Last time I was on GDQ with Bloodstained, I played the shortest category, and this time we are playing the longest category. So get comfy. All right, let's get started here. Normal, veteran, and I'm gonna give a countdown. Times start once I'm able to move. So, all right, time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, so I will go ahead and just describe the category as I go through these first couple of rooms. So essentially, low percent means that at the end of the first 3 levels, I am not taking any allies, nor am I killing them. So what you see here is what you get. I have Zangetsu with his little stubby sword and no power-ups for the entire run. Trick here.
Sub-weapons are allowed.
Yes.
That's basically the only thing you can use in this category.
And we got that.
Which is good, because it would be nearly impossible without it.
Yeah, the Grimory fight, Grimory 2 would take a very long time if we had to use the sword for every hit. And it's something like a 1 or 2 frame hit to hit Grimory with the sword per cycle. That would... I don't want to think about how long that would take.
Yeah, that is thanks, I hate it.
Yeah. Right. See a couple of intentional damage boosts here.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what?
Coming up on the top of the train is going to be the statues. I don't know what anything in this game is called. And a few of them are going to kill with the charm, but you can also do a frame perfect jump on them to kind of pogo off their head.
Just like that.
Yeah. 60 FPS frame perfect, so kind of hard. Taking the damage boost is barely even slower, so no biggie.
Well, there's going to be a fun damage boost. I said I'd go for it, so I'm going to in level 4. And it saves all of, 10 seconds if you get a first try?
Yeah.
All right. Not a whole lot to talk about in the first boss. We're going to hit him with our sub-weapon ball and chain and just stab as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so quickly to go over the other part of the category definition, it's a veteran run, which is basically like the difficulty. The main implications of veteran are that we have halved weapon energy. You start with, I believe, 40 on casual, which is the other difficulty.
Yes.
And then you also get knockback from enemies, which is actually useful because you can use it for damage boost. But I believe casual does end up being faster in spite of the fact you can't do damage boosts, just because of the upped weapon energy. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. I haven't even looked at the leaderboards for casual.
It's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. Never mind.
That's fair.
In fact, the only casual run I did was my... Hi, Miriam. Bye, Miriam.
Go back to the game where you're featured.
Yeah, she is the at least main game protagonist of Ritual of the Night. All right. So here we're going to pick up this charm, and we are going to carry it all the way to the boss.
Charm being like the oh my gosh, I can't even think of what it's called in Castlevania.
Holy water.
The holy water. Yeah, holy water. That one.
Okay.
Lingers on the ground for a few seconds and multi-hits enemies.
Alright, got decent. All the little moving enemies in this game are a little RNG for where they start, and so it's been. Oh, this one's not good RNG, but it's okay.
Yeah, kind of one of the cool things about this low percent run is because you don't have the tools to just go over a lot of the enemies, you do have to react to their RNG patterns in ways you wouldn't have to in like an Ultimate or Nightmare run.
Okay, when I went up the stairs a little bit there, that was a mistake, and I had to adjust. So I went through that room a little slow. Love that trick.
Nice backwards charm. Yeah,
That's nice.
Mhm. Okay. And some of the most annoying enemies in the game, the frogs. That one just kind of dies.
And keep in mind something to keep in mind if you're just watching this is this game does have like classic Castlevania style knockback where you can't cancel it or recover in any way. So if you're sent into a pit, you are simply dead. Simple as.
Yep, that is. All right, cool. Bad RNG in the first two, and the third one doesn't spawn. Let's go.
Awesome.
Here, I was be like, RNG's is why have you? Oh, okay. Well,
Thank
you
you.
only kind of forsaken me. You were very kind towards the end,
So those thank you question mark?
right? All right. Little itty bitty mistake there.
So here's the MP up. Another part of low percent is we can't grab any upgrades like the MP or HP ups. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. Not well.
I believe like pretty much every other category would grab them.
Yeah, I don't even
Or
know.
every category.
I
Yeah,
don't even know if Zangetsu on low percent can get any of them. There,
that's true actually.
I mean, there are a few people in the community that might be able to pop in and be like, no, actually. Let's start. Okay, that was really good.
Yeah, that
I
was good
should, only,
damage.
I should only have to hit him 3 or 4 more times. Seven. I was close. So yeah, there's not too much to talk about in that fight. It's a little self-explanatory. Just try to optimize damage with the charm and the sword stabs to take him
I
out.
believe
carefully.
there is no low percent quick kill. Like you can't kill him before he goes off screen the first time.
No.
Yeah.
But
Didn't think so.
you can get him down to 3 or 4 hits if everything is done perfectly before that. So we're that close to a quick kill.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe someday someone will figure out some tech that allows you to.
Yarm, get on that. I'm just saying, if anyone's gonna figure out, it's gonna be Lord Yarm.
Yeah, shouts to Lord Yarm. Extremely good. Curse of the Moon 1 and 2 on there.
Nice.
Charm really useful for these arrow enemies because it blocks their shots. Ooh, nice stab there.
Thank you.
Yeah, the sword hitbox goes a little bit up so you can attack enemies like that. And a carefully placed charm here will allow them to get through with minimal damage.
I have been messing that up so much in practice. I was so worried about that.
Well done.
Whew, okay. We're gaming. That's okay. There's a big health drop at the end of this room, so... Take it a
So I have
little
a question
slow
about-
here just for some safety.
Totally fine. I have a question
We're good.
specifically for Lonely. Now,
What's up?
I know you have a vast amount of experience in the Castlevania series of games. Like, how much of what you've seen in various Castlevania games, like, is seen in Bloodstained? And, like, what have you seen that's, like, unique to Bloodstained that you're like, I kind of want that in Castlevania?
That's a really good question. Well, as far as this game goes, I actually, just my personal opinion, like this game, this is probably my favorite of all the Bloodstained games, including Ritual of the Night, because it just pays such good homage to those classic Castlevania games. Like, it's a better homage to those games than Ritual is to, like, Symphony. Yeah, barely missing the cycle there.
That's alright.
And as for the second part, that's actually a really good question. I would have to think on that one. I don't have an answer for you right now.
And worse. Worst comes worst, we got another half hour.
Yeah.
True.
Honestly, something I would like this game reminds me a lot of Castlevania 3 and the ability to switch characters.
Ooh.
Because Castlevania 3, you're able to switch through Trevor, Ceres, and Alucard. But the switching between characters is unfortunately really slow and clunky, and this game kind of does it really quick and snappy.
Yeah, it's a great modernization on that concept. So, new sub-weapon here, the, what do you call this one? I know what it does, I just don't know what it's called.
Demon Essence.
Demon Essence, thank you. Doubles, I believe, your damage?
It adds
And-
1 to every hit.
Adds 1, okay. So, the way this boss fight works is basically attacking the coins will do, like, 1 hit of damage, and then I believe attacking the head does 4 hits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those jumping attacks you saw me doing, I was tempted to get multi-hits. I unfortunately wasn't getting them, so we're gonna... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I believe you can get a quick kill before these enemies appear, but
You can get it. You can get a quick kill before he even slams the ground.
Oh, okay.
It's hard.
Yeah, this category is really, really hard. Just to like finish a run, I would say is hard. To like get all the quick kills and stuff is even harder. So
Yeah, I'll be
it's really
honest.
impressive.
When I started running this category, I already had like a few like third place times here and there. I'm like, I bet I can just tackle this. I can just do this. So I just went for it on stream and was so humbled so quickly. And I don't mean it was slow. I mean, I got a game over in level 5 and was just like, okay. I didn't respect this as much as I should have.
Yeah.
I get it.
All right.
Coming up level 4, gonna have minor skip in this level with the damage boost. Really cool trick, but we will get there when we get there.
Mm-hmm. Oops. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I need that charm. Okay, all good.
This level, we're going to see one of the other cool things about this low percent run, which is that because we lack tools to, for example, go under that gap there, we have to take paths that you wouldn't normally see in a speedrun, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, that's the thing I love about this game in general is every category has its own unique route,
Yeah.
and it
I would
leads
even
to-
say, sorry, continue.
Oh, it's just, every route, it's like you're not going to, for the most part, you're not going to see the same rooms in any 2 runs. Like, even just the difference between casual and veteran in the same category is a world of difference.
Yeah. I would even go as far as to say every category in this game has its own. Ooh, nice air jump. That freaked me out. Every category in this game has its own identity. Like, ultimate categories are really fast, and then this one's really, like, you know, dependent on your, like, reaction. And Nightmare is all about zips, you know, all sorts of cool stuff. So you can get a lot out of this game, even though it's a pretty small game. There's a lot you can do with it in regards to a speedrun.
Oh yeah. It's why I keep playing it. I've yet to get
Yep.
bored. Because every time I get bored, I'm like, well, let's try one of the other 15 categories.
Yeah.
Also, hey, if you're interested in this, we have a great group of runners. We have a Discord for every Bloodstained game.
Yeah.
Okay. And here comes the damage boost.
Yeah, this is pretty frame tight, so I'll let them.
Oh yeah, it's definitely some serious time here. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We get a reset. We get a reset. Okay, I'm going too early. All right, I'll give it 1 or 2 more tries, and if I can't get it, we'll just continue on. Thankfully, it just kicks us 1 room away, so not a huge time loss. Okay, focus. Let's go.
Nice, well done.
Very, very nice.
Oh, I learned that this afternoon. I was so dedicated to, like, no, I want to learn this. I want to go for it. So that was a big deal.
Yeah, good job.
So what, I lost maybe 10 seconds compared to if I had just gone the lower path? So shout out to Laxus in the community who said, oh, Deathless Run on low percent. Well, I can't help myself but to go for all the strats like that usually result in death. I have full health. I don't need to go over and get that heart. All right, let's go. Okay, I need 1 potion.
Grabbing the charm here. Charm is not only good for this boss, but it's also going to be essential at the beginning of the next stage.
Yes.
It's whatever weapon you have at the end of the stage you carry over to the next stage.
And this charm is not available for the skip we're going to do at the beginning of 5. Okay, first head. All right, good stuff. And since I have full health, I can just stand in the stream of fire without worrying about dying.
Love that.
Oh no. Oh, I'm out of charms. Oh no. That's okay. I'm not gonna die, but I had to go through a second shot. Yeah, I missed that charm throw, and that was it's okay.
We did a little improv.
Mm-hmm. See, but I had full health, so like I said, there was no risk of dying.
Yes.
Say.
Stage 5, my favorite stage in the game. One of the best songs. The classic.
You're
Bloodstained
right.
song.
It is one of the
Yeah.
best tracks, and it's everything about it's really cool. Just
Also
has to be
featured
really-
in Grand Prix World 2 or 3, the Mario World fan game.
I didn't.
I don't know,
that.
2 or 3. Which one? Chat probably knows which one. That and correct me on that. But
Come
yeah, it's a really great song. But a really dangerous stage too. I will let them focus for this screen. I don't want to.
All right, we made it. Yeah, so that is a section there you can only do with the charm, and the game doesn't drop a charm in this area. Could you get out of the way, sir? Okay. And some serious time here. Lonely, if you want to go ahead and just explain what I'm doing.
Yeah, so the Demon Essence allows her to one-shot these guys, which, ooh, scary.
We're okay.
Which allows her to make some of the jumps in this room. Oh, it's always so scary to watch this part.
We're good. Okay.
Alright, made it through. Deathless.
Yeah, that is
Not
the room that, in my first attempt to doing this category quickly, that's where I got my game over. That room is so brutal. Also, you'll notice that I popped Demon Essence before hitting that purple lantern. We didn't talk about lanterns. So the orange lanterns are always a fixed item, so you're either gonna get a potion or a money bag or a heart. The purple lanterns are sub-weapon switches. So I timed my first Demon Essence so I could pop it right as I got under that. Oops. We're good. So when I got under the purple lantern in the middle of that room, so I could carry that Demon Essence effect while also having the ball and chain to help finish off that room and help us kill that mini boss as quickly as possible.
These upcoming rooms have weather and a wind that blows you to the right, which allows you to make some cool jumps and move a little faster if you're running with it.
That particular axe head has given me the good pattern once in like my last 15 runs. And if it wasn't clear, that wasn't it. He can either dash towards me or away from me. If he dashes towards me, I can just jump over him. Away, and it's a whole issue. Oops. Okay. So I'm gonna... So I can jump down there as he's spitting, but if I don't hit it just right, I'll get knocked into the pit and go so far back.
Ooh.
And I didn't want to risk that, so little safety strat for the sake of event/marathon safety. Oh, you.
That's totally fair.
Okay, careful.
These jumps, because you're going against the wind, are a lot tighter than they look.
Yeah, it's also why it's such a big deal to kill those archers from the bottom.
Okay.
Gonna pick up another safety heart. Because yeah, those archers are there to try to be an obstacle you have to jump over as you're jumping over those pits. It's awful. So it's important to kill them from the bottom so they don't. So it just removes them as an obstacle. Alright.
As this Andre Alphys, I believe, is this boss's name.
I really should know the names.
I usually call them something. Oh no.
No, okay, that's... Shoot.
Where does this put you?
Oh, so far back. Oh, I thought it was so much further than that. No, we're okay. Show us.
My heart stopped.
Yeah, no, I thought it was back in the portrait, like where the portrait fight spits me out. Oh my goodness. Well,
Ooh.
I haven't died to that boss in quite some time. Man, sometimes you fumble. Okay. Little low on weapon points, but it's all right. So once here. Okay. I was hoping for on the left side there. If I do it just right, I can get, I think, 3 or 4 hits with one ball and chain. But I was unfortunately just a few pixels too far to where instead of getting multiple hits, I got none. So the rest of this boss is going to be a little slow. Oh, never mind, we're good. Oh, flashing light warning.
Yeah, flashing light
warning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is fun.
All right, no more flashing lights.
God, that's such an awesome image right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I really thought that was sending me all the way back to the portrait fight. I was like, oh no.
It's like where Express Lane became the scenic route for a half second there.
Mm-hmm. That is one of the most brutal things about, like, some areas you die and you're like, whatever, just start right back in that room. Some areas it's like, well, there goes 3 minutes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh?
Yeah, the second I got that hit, I'm like, I'm about to take a lot of damage. I should be okay. Honestly, the bigger threats here are, it's less about taking damage and more about the insta-deaths with, like, this lava, insta-death, a lot of pits. So.
I always call this lava the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Mill.
It really does look like it.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it does.
Okay. I'm gonna take this room a little safe.
I think this room really exemplifies just how limited you are under low percent conditions.
Yeah.
Because in Ultimate, you can double jump to navigate around and weave through the axis, kind of. And in Normal and Nightmare, you can fly around with Jeeble, but you're just so limited in low percent.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of my favorite rooms in Ultimate because it involves a lot of quick swapping between Zangetsu and Miriam, taking advantage of Zangetsu's double jump and Miriam's high jump.
Yeah.
To this day, still one of my favorites. All right. This is another one of those rooms that really freaking hard. Okay. Well, they played nice.
Ooh, nice.
Right. Oh, wait. No, this isn't cat room yet. Okay. See, we got most of our health back. We're okay.
Yeah.
You gotta make the viewers sweat every now and then, right? It's okay, chat. We're doing okay.
Yeah.
Okay, stairs, please. Hey, Lonely, want to explain stairs?
Yeah. Sometimes in this game, the hardest boss is the stairs. And it'll like eat your up input, but
yeah, there are some specific pixels on pretty much every staircase that if you try to jump into, you will just fall right through it. Okay. So there are like 2 or 3 patterns that room can have, and I got like the best one.
nice.
It's less of a speed thing, and it's more of a difficulty issue. Like that room, a lot of deaths in that room, but thankfully the checkpoint is the beginning of that room. So if I had died there, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But okay. See, now we're back at full health. Everything's fine. Fine.
Ooh, I love how the cycle lines up in that room. That's really satisfying.
The way you said everything's fine is the exact same way I say everything's fine when everything is in fact not fine.
So, actually worth noting those. So those archers that shoot rapid fire, really not supposed to be able to go through those with just Zangetsu, but the charm is just so magical. And just like in level 3, it allows us to skip a few rooms that come down there. Okay. A little bit serious time, because this room, honestly, I'm at the point where, you know what? Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll just, I didn't want to play with you anyway. Okay, come on. The second I say it's not that hard. Okay. I'll let Lonely explain how this fight works. A little bit of serious time to deal with the RNG.
Yeah, so this boss will spawn 3 umbrellas that you can jump up to hit her, but they spawn at a random position, and it's picked from a few different sets, basically, that it can pick from.
And that's the worst. Try to make it. Let's go. Good.
Nice.
Very nice.
Pretty quick kill.
Yeah, if you are fast enough on that first ball and chain hit, none of the parasols to get hit. I was just a frame or two too slow, so that middle parasol did get stuck there.
Yeah, basically wherever you first hit the parasol, it'll hover in the air for a second, horizontally.
So I'm glad I was able to save that. Bloodless is the boss that likes to kill runs.
Yeah, in every category, pretty much.
All right, so not a whole lot to talk about in this level, other than like it's just hard.
Yeah.
A lot of.
There's actually going to be something really cool in this level where she's going to boost off a weak enemy to get through a like a fire golem type enemy that's really strong.
And it's a really long setup, but it still saves time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these axes are being so mean. Okay.
I feel like a developer looked at the Hammer Bros from Mario Brothers and said bet, and then created those guys.
Probably.
I could see that.
Let's not fall in the pit.
While we're on the devs of this game, that topic, I just shout outs to Inti Creates in general, making classic Mega Man and Castlevania-like games that always deliver. Just sort of the best retro-inspired devs out there.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And also, this game was a stretch goal for Ritual of the Night.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people ended up liking this one more.
I still haven't played Ritual of the Night. I'm like, I should play it, and then I'm like, ooh, but I could learn a new category in this game instead. Okay, I have enough health. We can go for this without forcing a death. Okay. So we're just gonna walk this guy back, hitting the axes as he throws them. Frog, play nice, thank you. Okay, crouch here. Perfect. Let's go.
So that flame golem literally does like 1,000,000 billion damage and knocks you back. So you have to do that in that way to get by.
There are other ways to... Oh, I did that slow. It's okay. Better alive. There are a few ways to get through there. The intentional way is to use our Alfred, our caster friend, who has an ice spell. Yeah, shocker. There we go.
Nice.
That's what I was going for the first one. All right.
Just had to build up the anticipation.
Oh, yeah.
Just making it through these levels, just want to give a quick shout out to people that, in case you missed the beginning of this run or any of the other runs, do not worry, because we put all of our VODs over on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hello from the past. You should consider liking, subscribing, becoming a channel member to help support GDQ, or just tell people about the channel on YouTube, tell people about twitch.tv/gamesdonequick, and get more people watching us potentially live. You can see really cool runs and really cool runners and commentators talking about just the awesome things they do. Like this ridiculously hard category, Bloodstained.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm glad you chimed in. That last room was actually a really tough one, so I appreciate the focus time.
Yeah.
No worries.
Thank you so much.
You made it look really good.
Thank you.
as you mentioned earlier, with like, oh, I could play Curse the Moon, or I can learn a different category in this. You do a lot of categories in this. So my question is, what's your favorite?
Jeez. That's
Yes,
really...
it makes perfectly acceptable answer as well.
Probably Ultimate Any Percent, where we're allowed to do out of bounds tricks. It's fast, it's flashy, there's a lot of really great stuff. But Zangetsu only has the Zangetsu only, not low percent, has the Void. When it remembers there's Kung Fu Fruit Cup, and I feel so bad I'm forgetting his name. He literally has a world record in a category in this. But they did what they called speedrunning horror stories, and one was specifically about the Void in this game, where you were running around out of bounds. Oh, thank God! I forgot to get a charm. I didn't know if that was a charm or not. And so you're out of bounds for probably like 20-something seconds, and you have a very small window just to fall back into bounds. So that's pretty high up on my list of favorites as well.
Okay.
So I guess the answer is yes.
No, fair. Was it Bobby?
Bobby, thank you. I'm like, why am I blanking on his name? I'm like, it starts with a B. I'm like, Brian, it's not Brian. Sorry, Bobby. Love you. Okay.
Ooh, nice kill.
It was a little slow because I missed the first charm, but it's all good. It's all good.
We improvise.
Yeah.
Less improvised, more of just like, well, I'll have to hit him a few more times at the end. And the RNG was nice. Which platform doesn't get targeted as random, and the one in the top left, you can't get up to it if I don't get there before the other platforms disappear. You can damage boost onto it, which I've successfully done a few times, but it can be a death sentence if you don't get there quick enough.
Final level. Oh my goodness.
And one of my favorite tricks is just,
Yeah.
stairs are slow.
Go up to go down.
Oops, it's fine. I love the scissors and flame sword guys. Once you jump over them and leave the area, they just look around like, where'd he go?
I'm just gonna say
Sit there looking around like, what? I mean, he was right here a second ago.
Right.
And if anyone's familiar with Tenchu, with the guards with the least object permanence ever in a history of video games. Once I was playing that with friends, and we were fighting someone on a rooftop. We get hit. I'm gonna take this a little slow, just for safety. There we go. And we get hit, knocked off the roof, and the same guard that hit us off the roof then goes, "Where'd he go?"
Love it.
A lot of good memories with that one.
All right, new discourse. Are you allowed to pick up the 1-up in low percent?
Yes. However, that 1-up, let me tell you, if you're playing this game casually, don't.
Yeah.
You will
Trick.
you will either die or be hit to near death if you pick that up.
Oh.
And that includes me. I picked it up once, and just like in practice earlier this week, and it was just like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I was one hit from dead.
Jeez.
And it was just like, regrets. Yeah, that 1-up is a trap.
That's another screen that's really cool in the ultimate run.
Oh, that room is, yeah.
And this run too, to be honest.
Okay, a little bit of serious time here, because I want to get through here without taking any damage.
Totally.
That's okay. Ah,
Spike.
Okay.
Why?
well, so unfortunate, but we're just gonna go over here.
Secret.
Other secrets.
Yeah.
Hey. It's you took no.
We'll call that one an intentional.
Okay.
I think it just puts you here. Yeah.
It does. But now I gotta go back over here to get the because I want max weapon points. Or maybe it would have been quicker for me just to go up the stairs. I don't know anymore. Oh my.
All
We're
right.
just gonna go up the stairs and deal with the
This
fact that
time.
we have less weapon points. So in my defense, the floor is invisible. It's really hard to tell where it
true.
is.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You know in old cartoons where Bugs Bunny does something stupid and he turns into a donkey for a few frames? Well, Till and I feel like that right now.
You're just showing off hyperloop.
I lured her just out of range. Okay, it's fine. I hate it here. Please die. Please, I don't... Are you kidding me?
Wow, that was close. Would you have died from one more hit there?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And now I have to do Grimoire 2 without getting hit, which isn't impossible.
Chet, this is where you send all of the energy.
Yeah, unfortunately, this category kind of ends with a big RNG thing because Grimoire can drop weapon energy at random. But they often do not like to. So
Yeah,
you can very
it's
easily lose the run
supposedly
here.
50-50 per moon, but you know. In practice.
That's like Vegas odds.
Actually, I got 9 there, which out of 16, so I can't complain, I guess.
Yeah.
It's all good.
How many cycles is an optimal phase in this?
3. But that's... yep.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I was like, I think I jumped too early. Yeah.
It's a hard category.
Ooh, how's that
Hard final
estimate
boss.
looking?
Yeah, you're still under it.
At least I can laugh. Okay.
Again, for those that aren't too familiar, this
Oh, for
is
the love of
rough
RNG.
category.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh,
Thank you,
nice.
sweet merciful game. Now we have some wiggle room.
Yeah.
You know what? At least I got the damage boost in level 4. That was cool. Remember stage 4 before all this mess?
Yeah.
It's what those Pepperidge Farm remembers.
It's okay. I get a chance of redemption in July.
There you go.
Okay, you know what? At least the game RNG is pitying me.
True.
Like, that was really good drop RNG on that cycle. Oh, goodness. Wow. I'm happy about the bad RNG, good RNG, but now I feel like the game is just like, hey, buddy, you want to just, here's some good RNG and make you feel better. Honestly, that part right there where I have to jump over the tethers to go up, that's what I was worried about.
That's dirty.
That's a really hard jump, even if you're practiced in it.
Mm-hmm. But no, I died in a completely different part. It's okay, we're here to entertain. And if people are entertained by my mistakes, then hey, who am I to complain?
I'm very entertained.
I'm glad. Hello? Let me get one more cycle because I missed 2 hits.
That's all good.
Okay, don't, for the love of God.
It's all good.
I know I said I wanted to make chat sweat, but not like this.
All
right, time is gonna be.
We'll call it
When the slash happens and time.
GG's.
Nice, GG.
Very nice.
So I have to ask, what was that time?
It was 45 and change.
You know what? Okay, that's fine. That's not bad considering all those mistakes.
Yeah, 45:37. That's what it was.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it.
Heck yeah.
Probably would have made it if I didn't die 3 times in the last room.
That was great, though.
You know what? Yeah, I'm sure chat was having a field day with me falling into the off the invisible floor 2 times, twice in a row.
We have all done that, I can tell you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, yeah, that was
That was super, super awesome to watch.
that was low percent. Hope everyone had fun. I did, mostly. So if you're interested in running that better than me, there is a if you go to any Bloodstained game on speedrun.com, there's a link to our Bloodstained speedrunning Discord. It's for every game, Ritual of the Night, Curse of the Moon, and Curse of the Moon 2, and I believe a new Ritual game is supposed to come out later this year.
Scarlet Engagement is allegedly coming this year.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah. So if you're curious, if you're interested, go ahead and join. You have such a great community. Right now we have Lord Yarm and Laxus are tackling a couple of categories that need a little bit of TLC. So if any of this interests you, drop in, say hello. And yes, for me, you can find me at twitch.tv Come up with speedruns, whatever it is. I'm a mess. So I'm definitely going to be doing more Bloodstained in the near future. I believe I also be on another hotfix come in July for non-binary celebration. So maybe I can do better that next time. And I think that's all for me. Lonely. Go ahead and plug your stuff.
Shouts to Fumo for having me. Yeah, I'm on Twitch and Blue Sky, Lonely RTA. I don't really stream though. So follow me on Blue Sky. I'm trying to get to 1K before 2027. Hashtag whatever. Sorry, stupid. Shout outs to Fuma for having me and everyone who runs this game. A lot of awesome people run this game, like Bobby, Streiser, all those people. And then I just want to say Delta in today.
Oh boy. Yeah, thank you both. Been awesome showcase. It was super entertaining, super fun to watch, and I know I could never do something like that. Like that.
I can't apparently either.
You are amazing at it. do not discredit yourself. But
Thank you.
for everybody else, that's it for today's episode of Express Lane. If you missed out on any of the runs tonight from either Express Lane or Hidden Heroes, do not worry, we've got you covered. In a few minutes, we are just gonna run everything back from the beginning. And tomorrow, tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will kick off with 2 more episodes of Crosshair and Speedruns from the Crypt. So I will see you in, I believe, 3 weeks from now. And until then, I'm Oscar424. I'll see you in the Express Lane.